Hi guys, Brian Nelson with the Tactical Performance Center here. We're going to talk a little bit about doing rifle reloads. We're going to tackle a couple common misconceptions and techniques that aren't quite the fastest in my opinion. So the first thing we're going to do is do sort of the popular tactical thing to do nowadays, which is, you know, the gun goes dry and then I identify the chamber, then I flip it off my shoulder, trap it between the rib cage and the forearm, bring the magazine well into my workspace, put the magazine in, reinsert, and fire around. We're going to put that on a timer, see what it looks like. This is kind of the standard new heat. Okay, so that was 3.55 for a bolt lock reload. Now, we're going to take some steps out. We're going to do it the way that I've been doing it for years, because in 3-gun and other competition sports, we have to reload 4 times. And we're going to eliminate a lot of wasted movement. So instead of rolling the gun to assess it, if I've shot a lot of rounds and I feel the bolt lock to the rear, probably empty. So as soon as I recognize that gun's empty, whatever that stimulus is, if the gun's locked open, I can feel it, or if during a competition stage I know I need to reload, I've recognized the need to reload. So as soon as I recognize it, I release. So we're recognize, release. At the same time I'm releasing, I'm leaving the rifle in my shoulder. You can still support it even with a 308. And then release at the same time, grabbing my magazine, bringing it up, still looking in the magazine well from the side of the rifle. Insert, hand goes out, and I'm ready to shoot again. We're gonna see what that looks like. So 3.55 for the old reload. 2.46, and it was still a little bit fumbled. So you can see the obvious time savings. Just by eliminating a lot of extra wasted movement that's not really necessary. Now, if you do struggle to support the weight of the rifle, and this is a 308, and not everyone can hold up a 12-pound rifle, you can still tuck it, but I want you to watch the movement of the muzzle as I go through the motions of the old school reload. So I fire the gun, then I assess, then I flip, break the gun down to here, and now the muzzle's up here. I insert the new magazine, and as I close the bolt, now the muzzle has to travel all this distance back down as the gun comes into my shoulder. Or I could just do this. I fire the rifle, I release and tuck the rifle into my shoulder to support it, or under my armpit, insert, and bring the gun out. Now look how much movement the muzzle has before I can get back downrange and shoot what I need to shoot. So let's see what that looks like if I need to do that. .244, about the same time. It's buried in a lot of movement there. So those are some techniques and tips for doing a speed reload. They work equally as well on the move. If you have any questions, feel free to message us on the page. We'd appreciate it if you could like, share, and subscribe to TPC videos. I'm Brian Nelson, and I hope to see you in class.